Okay, we're continuing with problem 30, the cross tab here with pivot tables. Last time we did what you might call a clue, just kind of an elegant. We made a pivot table, used normal grouping, but then we had to go off to the side and use Excel functions to make a separate pivot table. Let's come back. It's on sheet 9. There it is right there, where here's our pivot table down here, which is off to the side from the pivot table. Well, let's come back. Sheet 2, here's our data. Not always a good idea, but sometimes if you don't remember how to use more advanced pivot table techniques, you can do that just to get the crosstab you need together. But now let's we're going to go back to pivot table. We're going to group individually here. So let me see. Let's get our pivot table. Okay, on another separate sheet. Company comes down into the body. We'll put employees in the rows. Oh my, oh my. Well, let's ungroup it here. It's automatically grouped because we grouped it before. Okay, so grouping. Okay, we're going to ungroup. Yes, ungroup it. Okay. Okay, gang. Let's see now. Okay, so we've ungrouped. And so now we're going to, let me take this. Notice that it's sorted. We want to have everything under 40,000 and then everything over 40,000 in terms of number of employees. We've sorted, so I can come down here and I can just select all of the employee numbers below 40,000. Then I'll come up to the pivot table, options. We have our group here, and I'll just click this group. Okay, there we go. And what you've got here is it says group 1. Okay, and then we have everything else. It looks kind of weird right now, but don't worry. It'll all come together. So group 1. Now let me click this little minus sign, and notice it all closes up. Group 1 has 10. See that there? All the others have 1, then 2, then 1, 1, etc. This one has 10. So all of the companies below 40,000 are grouped together. Okay, now I'm going to come here with the next one, and I'm just to ignore the fact that it all looks kind of weird with those minus signs. They've all been made groups of just one there. But I'm going to select them all, come back up to the group, and say, okay, I'm going to choose this group. Okay, there we go, group 2. Okay, so let me close this. Click that minus sign, it'll close. Group 1, Group 2. They've got 10 each. Okay, Group 1 has, if we open it up again, it has all those companies with less than 40,000. Group 2 has all those companies with more than 40,000 employees. Okay, that's great. Let's come over. Let's throw revenue down into our column labels area. And again, our old groupings are here, so I want to undo these. We're going to do hand grouping. So let's undo these groups here. Okay, get rid of the grouping. Okay, but now we're going to want everything below 14,000, right? So let me come over here. I'm going to hand select, bump it up here. There we go. Everything up to, but not quite 14,000. And again, I'll come up here and I'll choose this as my group. That minus sign there, if I click it, it all comes together. And notice now this is everything in this group 1 is everything below 14,000. Notice it starts now at 14,075, right? Everything below 14,000. And if employees, yeah, those labels are jumping up. And coming down here in B4, in group 1 for revenue, which is everything under 14,000, and group 1 for employees, everything under 40,000. There are 9 companies. Okay, well, let's go ahead and let's select the other ones here. Okay, yep, okay. Then let's see, group, choose that as our group here, and that's group 2. Everything over 14,000. Close that down, and there we've got our table right there. There it is. Under 14,000 revenue, under 40,000 employees, there are 9 companies. Under 14,000 revenue, 40,000 or more employees, 2. And for revenue 14,000 and above, for the smaller companies, there's only 1. For the larger companies, there are 8. Okay, there we have it. A slightly more advanced version of the pivot table. Okay, see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.